Hey everyone, Chris here, and in today's video I wanted to talk about this, which is the Nike Vaporfly Next % shoe. It's the shoe that is currently smashing all the records. Maybe now they've moved on to the Alpha Fly by the time you're watching it, but it's currently just demolishing everything. It is of course also super expensive. In this video we're going to look at whether it's worth the hype. In my opinion, it's possibly the worst running shoe ever made, and also possibly the best running shoe ever made. So let's get into it. So this is sort of a long-term review, maybe a medium-term review. I've done about 200 kilometers in these now, so not quite 200 kilometers, but way over 100 miles. And that's a good chance to test it. In terms of how long they last for, there's been some concern they drop off after the first 50 kilometers or 200 kilometers or whatever. And so far it's still producing really good times up to 200 kilometers in, but you'd expect to get more than 200 kilometers out of the life of a running shoe, especially a shoe that costs over £200. So that has to be determined. What I don't like about the shoe is it's definitely the most uncomfortable thing I've ever run in, and let's get into why. So it's got this like rocker that rocks you forward as you go, and that just super digs into your plantar fascia. Like, it really hurts. I've been getting into runs like 10 minutes in, and I've had to sit down to take the pressure off my feet because it just hurts so much. And then after that the pain kind of goes away and I can do the whole run, and it doesn't come back. It's just that initial thing. I don't know if I haven't quite got my feet put right into the shoes, whatever it is, it just really hurts. After that goes away, then I just kind of get a dull ache around the outside of my foot. It could be my running form. I normally have a bit more support in my shoes, but then you'd expect me to fall inward, so the lack of support here, I don't know, just get a dull ache here. You have to do up the laces really tight here, and that causes, there's just pain on the top of my foot where it's gripping too tight. But if I slacken it off, then that annoys me as well. And you have to get the tongue just right. It's got this weird off-center tongue and lacing, and if you don't get the tongue just right, that's really annoying, and you have to constantly adjust it. And I'm thinking maybe that's fine for a marathon, standalone marathon, 10k, half marathon, whatever, where you've got time to adjust it before the race. If you're thinking about using these for, say, triathlon, then when you're in transition, you want to be in and out in a minute or two. Do you really want to be messing around adjusting the tongue? Probably not, no. Another problem, the laces themselves, they keep coming undone. And I've had a couple of 5k and 10k really good times ruined by the fact that the laces have come undone. And like, I'm an adult, I know how to tie shoelaces. Maybe it's user error and I'm not tying them right, but all my other running shoes, I tie the laces and they don't come undone. And yet it consistently happens with the Next %. So that's really annoying. And I mean, they also, like, you might think they look fairly cool, or you might think they look silly, I don't know. They've got this little spiky boat thing at the back, but they're just really painful to run in, and it takes so much little adjustments to just get them right. And even when you get them right, they're still not as comfortable as many of the previous Nikes I've had, or other brands like Brooks. They're just not that comfortable. So that's the bad things about them, but let's get into the good things. And there's really one amazing thing about them, is that they are super fast. Like, oh my, the 4% thing is not hype, it is genuine. Like, I'm not a mega fast runner, but my 5k PB was like 22:06. I went out and I ran it in these and I did 21:06. Now, I set my PB a while ago, but I'm pretty sure I haven't got much faster. So I think like 4% gain would give me like 53 seconds. So maybe it was like 53 seconds of the shoes and 7 seconds of me, because I certainly don't feel any faster. I haven't been running I've only run under 23 minutes like 3 times, twice when I set my 22-minute PBs, and then the 21:06 that I ran in these. So, and I can feel that right up to, like, even if I'm taking it fairly easy, say a 10k in like 50, 55 minutes, maybe even 60 minutes, they're just faster in these. They really are fast. It's not that Nike have just hyped it up or got athletes that were going to break the records. They are just genuinely faster. And so it's this really awkward position where I really want this free speed that's coming from these really fast shoes, but also the most uncomfortable shoes ever. And who wants to run in the most uncomfortable shoes ever day after day? So am I recommending these shoes? I'm not recommending them, because I don't want you to go buy them and wear them and be like, Chris, these are the most uncomfortable shoes that I've ever run in. But I've seen a bunch of the other reviews. Nobody else seems to talk about how uncomfortable they are. Maybe it's just my weird running form, my weird feet and whatever. But for me, they are really uncomfortable. I've stuck with them because I'm desperate for that free speed. But think very carefully before you buy that free speed, because you're paying for it in pain. And as endurance athletes, we suffer quite a lot of pain anyway. And so do we really want to heap more on ourselves? That so far is my write-up of the Nike Next percenters. Hopefully you found that useful. If you did, then hit subscribe. I do a load of running shoe reviews, triathlon videos as well, triathlon tips. So if you want to get all of that, then hit subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, that would be brilliant. And I will hopefully see you soon.